Previously.
Here you go, this always looks pretty solid. And just like that, we have a pretty decent start for a station. I'm thinking we again go with pavement for that. I'm even gonna make the same kind of tall windows we used. See, now that looks pretty cool. Wait, I think I'm onto something here. It just needs to work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Benny's Movie Park Heroes x Villains. Today we're gonna build some lovely stuff. First off, most importantly, we'll finish the Joker Ace Chemicals ride. That mostly means the inside area, the queue. We'll clean up everything around this factory, but then also we're gonna build Wayne Tower. Wayne Enterprises Tower. It's gonna be pretty fun, so let's dive straight into it. The beginning of the queue will be over here. So first, let's fix this situation so we know where we can walk. For those of you who have seen my latest video, I'm basically just gonna make another one of these giant holes in the ground that the Batwing created, I guess. Over here, just adding loads of these corners that are just completely destroyed and chipped away. And then everything around it, we just close up very neatly, just so it looks like a very nice hole. We definitely need to make this a whole lot deeper so I can put some rocks in there. We'll go and grab this bad boy and put it in there. Now this is supposed to resemble rubble, so it can just be super messy. Kind of the whole point of this. Thankfully, some rocks again in Benny's Movie Park. I do think it should be a little bit darker, maybe more like that. Definitely better, yes. And finally, to make this look a little bit more 3D, I can add multiple layers like this, and those different layers we can paint different colors as well. Now once again, from my previous video, that Walking Dead project, I did save some things. These rocks, among other things, these I'm gonna use here as well, because well, why put in effort into something you've practically already built before? Here you go, just some rubble, a bunch of that around the hole we created, and that should then be fine. I will also grab this fence, and these will of course put around the hole so people don't yeet themselves. Or not. I guess not. Please, dude. Please. Anywhere. What the hell is here? That is a problem. There's nothing that... Is it the track? Do you reckon it's the track? No. There's no way. Seriously, this is annoying as hell! It has to be the track, then. What?! Try these instead because there are less items on their own, I believe. It doesn't look nearly as nice, but at least it's something. See, these do seem to work, so I guess let's do that. That is so messed up though. And maybe to switch it up so you can actually see some of the destruction, some regular fences. Because I feel these just kind of cover it up, especially like this, you can't even see it. And then everything here is a problem for later. By the way, an idea I just had, what if we add some pipes down here? Because obviously some pipes are going through the ground. Could of course be a pretty fun little detail. Well, for now, let's work on the entrance for the Joker ride. First, I'll just put a fence over here because we don't want people to go there. Just simple though, like this. Already starting with a bit of a kettle pen over here. And then this is where we'll put the Joker entrance sign. For which, let's hop onto
Opening Photoshop.
Now, I actually already have a name idea. We've got Joker's Wild. There's an episode of the animated series that's called Joker's Wild, and it's a wild mouse coaster. I mean, come on. Now, however, comes the search for, once again, a nice font. Maybe for Wild, this could be cool, as if it's spray painted on the wall. But then Joker, I'm not sure about. How about that? We'll just warp that a little bit so it fits nicely above Wild. And then I'm gonna individually change the letters up so it fits really nicely in there. See, just like this. That does mean we have to manually go and fix the width of some letters. All of that, for now, I'll go and make white. And maybe for the inside, we'll go with purple first, see what happens. Maybe a very thin black stroke on the inside as well. Honestly, I'm just trying stuff. Bear with me here. Then maybe some green in there. there as well. Man, I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. Oh, and we can even do some funky effects like this. I actually do have hope for this now. This might end up fine. And all I think this will need is some paint dripping off, because this of course is graffiti. So what if we just kind of do this? See what that looks like. That is really, yes, maybe a bit thicker though, but that absolutely looks nice. And then the same of course in white right below it. That turned out surprisingly nice. Let's make the information sign as well. Let's take this and get rid of all the logos, and we'll grab the brand new one and put that on top. Once again, ChatGPT helped me with a short little intro for the ride, and then all we have to do is just change the colors of everything to match with this brand new ride. For this one though, I don't suppose we need the backdrop, just this. It's a bit hard to read, but let's save this and try it out. We'll put a pretty big image panel over here, and then all we gotta do is just put in our brand new decal and see what happens. Oh, that pops. I like it. Then per usual for the info sign, same thing, just putting in the decal like this, making a tiny little footer, and then we just need to decide where it will go. Possibly over here like this. Is that all right? Yeah, that's fine. So, well, there goes the entrance. You go in here, and then this is where the queue starts, which as of now is just an empty room. By the way, quick thing in between, let's grab this and put that right here, because you know it, junk always helps. For now, let's work on this. And I think I might be able to reuse these bat cave ramps. So allow me to put these in here already. Now I might have to recolor them, that's for sure, just so it all makes a little bit more sense. It is quite important to first know where the exit will be, so let's put that right up here. It's a bit tight down here, but it can work, I guess. Thankfully, I made this incredibly easy for myself. These pieces truly are a dream to work with, especially because it's all on grid and it's on a full grid, so it's literally just one. And that goes for both the horizontal and vertical axes. It is, however, a giant puzzle because I need to end up there, and I don't really know what the best way for that is, but I'll just try this for now. I think, unfortunately, once again, the only way to fix this is a spiral staircase. It's been a minute, but here we are, back at it again. Now we just have to pray it ends up in the right spot, the right angle. And by the looks of it, it definitely will not. Although, actually, hold on, we might be in luck. This is fine, actually. So, well, you end up here. Now what? I guess we can just begin with the gates for the ride. It's definitely a bit cramped up here, but it's gonna have to do. So the plan is over here you get out, and then here you get in, I guess. So let's go and seal this off from the entrance. Yeah, no, this station is definitely not gonna be very nice, but there's not much I can do. The reality is I just made it too small, and this is the result of that. So, also, Dennis, the small chance you're watching, these testing things, can we just get rid of them? Because this, it looks stupid. I want to see the coaster go by constantly without having this, would be great. So, if you possibly have that luxury to do that. This does need a little operator booth at least. Actually, let me just put this on, oh, right, you can't. Okay, this is really annoying, actually. And inside, I'll put a mannequin that later will be replaced by a nicer looking one, of course. I'm just gonna try and wrap this up ASAP, and I'll be right back with you. And here you go. So it's pretty minimal still. There's just a bunch of pipes on the walls, but that's about it. So, well, you get in here, then you enter the ride, you do your round, and you go out over there. And then you make your way down the stairs towards the exit. I think I will just do the same thing here. Just a bunch of stuff on the wall. Also because I just wouldn't really know what else to do, and we have to save space. Same thing again, guys. Same thing again. Then out of these, we can have some smoke. I can't delete these because those are the giant chimney bases, but we can always repurpose it for something. And then this one will go on toggle. On time, 1 second. Just a little something. Could be nice. And then in the center here, because this is all unused space, I thought let's just put something. And for that, let's steal some of this stuff. And these bigger tanks from outside also look quite nice. So let's just put a bunch of them in a row. Some big pipes. extra decoration. Guys, you know how this goes. It's just copy and pasting stuff. It does make it look nice and full, though. That's good. Then I think it's time for some proper lighting. This is very dark. First, let's go with a ceiling light over here. Increase the range and brightness a little bit. Bit orange yellowish too. I think that could make for a nice atmosphere. And maybe for some spotlights, a bit of a green color. Yes. Dude, that instantly looks so much better. Check that out. Then we just have one problem. That. This will feature the giant pot full of acid, which the Joker falls into. However, since it's just the same stuff as this, basically, except a different shape, I won't do that on screen. I'll do that for the next episode. Because to make sure this video isn't too repetitive and boring, let's focus on the last thing for today, Wayne Tower, or Wayne Enterprises, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to lie, though. Some good old water today. Drink some water right now. So, Wayne Tower, let's begin with this wall over here. I want this tower to be kind of tan colored, maybe something like this, or a bit darker. I'm first just gonna do one side and then copy that over to all the other sides. I'm going to add some nice detail already, make it look real fancy, and I'm doing that by adding various pillar designs. Now, this is actually based off of a Lego version of this tower. I saw this and I was like, yeah, that actually looks really nice, so let's kind of recreate that. I have no idea if this will look nice, but we can always try it. I mean, this is kind of cool, I suppose. Looks funky. On the inside, we'll have some dark metal. And inside of these, we'll put some glass for windows. Some decorations on top of this edge. And then that looks pretty nice. And if I delete all of these walls, I think I can grab all of this and just copy that around as if it's meant to be. You may be wondering what this will be. It's gonna be a restaurant. Then you might think, isn't this a bit small? Well, yes, but it's gonna have multiple levels. First, however, the second level, second story. And to make sure it's not too repetitive, let's kind of try something different here. I just love how big you can make glass. It's just one ginormous panel. Now, once again, copying that over. Incredibly satisfying. The only question is, how tall are we gonna make it? Because it shouldn't be too tall. Although, to be, yeah, I mean, it can actually be pretty tall. Of course, this is gonna need some work, but that's a problem for later. Then up here, we just need to do the same thing again, but a bit slimmer. There you go. Nice and clean. The only sad thing about this is it kind of covers up Ace Chemical from here. Of course, you can still easily see it from down here, but it's just a bit sad for the skyline, I suppose. But at least it looks good. Now, these little fence designs I stole from that building, and to my surprise, they fit beautifully. And all this needs to finish it is a roof, so let's do something simple. It's actually going to be quite similar to Wayne Manor with this kind of a shape. And then just like that Lego version, let's go with this kind of a color for the roof. However, what about this? That looks really nice too. Yes, let's do that. And the usual, guys. Bunch of rooftop elements. So, well, there is Wayne Tower. One crucial thing is missing though. The Wayne Enterprises logo. Basically just a big W though, nothing too crazy. Some tiny rounded corners and we should be good. Final little block. And there you go. The logo. Now, I had this idea to make this broken so the coaster goes straight through. However, seeing it like this, I'm not sure it's such a great idea. There are kind of awkward spots on the tower, and so I think I'd much rather just reroute the coaster, which to be fair shouldn't be that difficult. It just has to end up back here somehow, so we'll do that in the next episodes. Along with the interior of Wayne Tower, which of course will be a restaurant with multiple levels. Essentially what I'll do is I create one level here and then shove it in towards the side into the building, so it's instantly done. That, however, for the next episode. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single future video. Then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Benny's Movie Park 3.